Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition with 164 Emergency Response. Today, we're going to take a little bit of a different take on the diecast collection here. This is going to be the entertainment models. These are the vehicles featured in movies, TV, cartoons, whatever in the cinema that you've ever seen on other TV shows that don't have anything to really do with cars, I guess you can say. Like, Knight Rider was about the car. Herbie the Love Bug, things like that. Christine, they were all about the car. Some of these are going to be about the car. Some of these are just going to be featured in the movie that make the car itself iconic. Like you see the one to the right here, the Dodge Charger, which was featured in Death Proof. Now, that had really nothing to do with the car itself, but the car itself, once you see it, you know exactly where it's from, what it's from. See, we got Transformers, we have Ghostbusters, we got Fast and the Furious, and we even have a race car. So this is NASCAR Authentics, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. Real racer, real replica of the car. I used to have it. It disappeared for some reason, and now it's back. So we're going to add that to the entertainment collection since it's technically not emergency, but it is featured on TV and whatnot. So we're going to get started with the ones I'm hoping everybody else is just as excited for as I am, and it's going to be the Ghostbusters model. I'm sure most of you are excited about Ultra Magnus as well, and we will get to him next. But first, I wanted to focus on these. We have a Johnny Lightning MG Minis collaboration, I guess. I've never heard of MG Minis before. I guess they're a different company. 1965 Volkswagen Beetle in Ghostbusters livery. And we also have a 1965 Volkswagen Type 2 Transporter, also in Ghostbusters livery. Now, these were never, to my knowledge, featured in any of the TV shows, movies, cartoons, whatever they filmed with this. I don't know really where these came from. From the person I bought them from, basically he said this was some special line that they came out with and was only sold in Brazil. I haven't really been able to find any information on that itself, but here you go. Here is the SKU number, UPC number. We have the Ghostbusters MG Minis. You can follow them on Instagram and whatnot right there. Here round two. So yeah, it's definitely Johnny Lightning. Came out in 2019. So it says Johnny Lightning and White Lightning, but I don't know if these are White Lightnings or not. Here's the MG Minis again, and that's the back. So let's get to the model, shall we? Let's open these up for the first time. I think these were only like $25, so I'm guessing they're not too terribly valuable. Any White Lightning I've ever seen is way more than $25 for the most part, so I don't know. All I know is I saw these and I'm like, have to have them with the rest of my Ghostbuster collection, right? So let's get this a little bit closer so you guys can get some good views of this super cool car. So, can this be considered an emergency vehicle? No, not in real life. In movies, of course, anything can be considered anything in the movies. So we have the white wall tires with some chrome rims there. The tires are rubber. You have the Ghostbuster insignia. We got the little black and yellow on the bottom here. Got a little red gumball dome light on top. Another Ghostbuster insignia. You got the front of the car, which is also technically the trunk. Pretty well detailed. The headlights, marker lights, the metallic bumper. Not exactly chrome. You got the accents on the side here. Ghostbusters again on this side. That says 300, and it's got its Ecto 1. No, it doesn't say Ecto 1. Ecto VN. New York. Interesting. Got tail lights. Don't think there's anything you can really see in the interior here. It's pretty dark in there. And tinted. So, that is the Volkswagen. Well, Volkswagen Beetle, because this is also a Volkswagen coming up here. This is going to be the top is stuck. Do not break the plastic pieces, please. So there we go. Got a cool little, I shouldn't say little, you got a lot of stuff on the roof on this one here. Again, well detailed like Johnny Lightning likes to be. We got the white wall tires here. We got the chrome rims. We got all kinds of front and back deco with the tail lights, license plates, headlights, marker lights. Doing a good job like always. Pretty small, pretty tinted windows here, so I doubt we're going to be able to see in the inside here, but let's take a closer look at what everything says. Call us. We believe you. Call JL5 2020. I don't know if that was the original number. I think it was a 555 something. I can't say for sure. And here we go on the wheels. You got the radial TA tires on there, so even more detailed with the tire markings. Let's take a look at this top, huh? Look at this. We got emergency lighting up here. We got flashers and rotators, the Ghostbuster sign. This says for hire. Why is this so hard to see? I have all these lights here and it's getting harder to see. Let me see if I can adjust some things, because this is pretty cool. I can't get my hand in there now. So yeah, I got all kinds of details. Got some sort of radar dish, satellite dish on there. Another light bar, whatever that round thing is supposed to be right here. You got green flashers. You got a directional bar right back here, traffic directors. Ecto VW, that's what the other one says too, not VNVW. You got the little yellow marker lights in the tail lights too. Super cool. Ghostbusters. And yeah, so that's that for these models. I'm really excited. These two are probably going to be my favorite to put back into the collection. Now let's redo the lights, move this backwards, and we're going to get into Ultra Magnus. So, found all of this, I believe, all of this at the Las Vegas SuperCon a couple weeks ago. I've been a little lacking in my videos. Sorry about that. And I'm also going to take time to say I am sorry for the EMS collection video, the rescue vehicle video. I'm going to redo that. So here's the collection that comes with this. Got another Holland class, Porsche off-road. You can see for yourself. No other... What am I trying to say? Transformer with that. So here we go with the front here. Refocus. All right. Refocus it. And out of focus. Back to focus, into focus. So let me switch to view here because this is having a hard time. There we go. All right. Hopefully it'll catch up as we're doing this. Yeah, that looks fine there. So we're going to open up Ultra Magnus, which is a great companion piece to Optimus Prime. Now, I don't believe this disengages. So you just have the tractor and the trailer all together in one. The Optimus Prime did not disengage, and neither does Ultra Magnus, it looks like. Ultra Magnus, for any of those who don't know, for any of you who care, they are Autobot, one of the good guys. Decepticons are the bad guys. So here's all their insignias right here. I don't know if these are moving parts. I don't know if they're supposed to come out or back. It doesn't seem like they move. So I watched Transformers growing up, but it wasn't my number one thing. I was more into He-Man. So I don't know too much about the Transformers, except for like the main stars, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, which you see here. And what do you call it? The rescue ones. I forget what the Autobot rescue one was called. He was like a fire rescue vehicle. I forget his name. And then you have Barricade, the police vehicle, which is Decepticon. So here we go. Transformers, die-cast metal on the base, plastic here, but the rig itself. This is all die-cast. The rest of this is all plastic. That's die-cast. Wheels are plastic. Can't really see on the inside. But you know what I didn't do either? I didn't show you guys the chassis of these. So, China, Johnny Lightning, 11/13/2019. There you go. So 273 is right down there. I wonder what that is. You would think I would know at this point in time, but I don't do too much research. You know, I just really care about the collecting. I don't know ever too much about them. And there we go. So also rubber tires, and that one needs to be fixed. There we go. Okay, so let's get back to the other models here. Magnus. Now, since we're on Transformers, we're going to do Bumblebee. Basic release, still very hard to find on the pegs. Also had to find this at the Super Convention. It's not premium. It's not the dark gold or the metal flake gold. But it's the one I really wanted because this is what really Bumblebee looks like. Yes, the dark gold was pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if he was ever featured in a cartoon movie or whatnot in dark gold, but I know this one was. So I wanted this one instead. So basic Beetle, Volkswagen Beetle. See a little bit of the interior there. You got the tires. You got the front. You got the Autobot symbol on the front there. You got the headlights, which are the same piece as the bottom, which is same piece as that. So all yellow is diecast. Wheels and chassis are plastic. So that's pretty much it about him. Oh, we didn't do a roll test on any of these either. Okay, Bumblebee first. Rolls well. Ultra Magnus. Runs well. Johnny Lightning Beetle. Runs well. Volkswagen Panel Van. Rolls well. All right, there we go. So I'm not going to put any of those back. We're going to move to another Johnny Lightning. Came back out, I guess, in 2011. I was never able to find this, never able to collect it. Not really a horror movie fan, but I did think this movie was kind of cool. I'm more of a Quentin Tarantino fan, so not necessarily horror is my thing, but he definitely has propensity for writing some interesting stuff. So anyway, wanted to get this. Of course, we all have a bunch of 1969 Dodge Charger RTs in the collection, one way or the other, for one reason or another. So this one's not just terribly too exciting. It's just the fact that it's got that skull and... Is that crossbones or is that lightning? Lightning bolts. Skull and lightning bolts. So, for the primer color on here, for Johnny Lightning, pretty cool, right? Even for a Johnny Lightning basic line, they do a pretty good job of being detailed. You see, you got the chrome rims, plastic tires. So can we get a shot of the interior here? Not much to see there. It says Charger on the side. You got the side handle. You got that little detail right there. Chrome Krager wheels, I believe those are. Oh, you can even see the windshield wipers. Here's the front. Fairly well detailed, right? Here's the rear. Can we read what it says on the back? RT. Okay, so no license plate, RT, dual exhaust. And here we go. That is the death-proof Dodge Charger that Kurt Russell's character drove. Now we're going to get to Fast and the Furious. So, as people have probably had enough of these, I get it. I only really wanted to collect the cars that are in like the first movie that were part of the first team. Some of the ones that Paul Walker drove, his character in the movies. The ones that really stood out. I mean, they had a lot of different cars spanning through all these movies, and here are some of them. The 95 Mitsubishi, the Nissan 240SX, and the Nissan Skyline, right? Those were pretty iconic in the movie because this one, again, goes with the first team. This 17 Acura NSX, nice car. Could find it in any other premium or basic model. So to me, that one is really not a big deal. So when it comes to those, I don't really care too much. The ones you can find as any other basic or premium or whatnot, it's really just these teams, these specific ones. Now, this didn't come in the set of the first team. They had something about that. But those are really expensive. Those go for like 50 something plus each. This one was about 20 something. So it's a little less expensive, not the exact car. The livery is correct. I think the only big difference is the wheels, that they didn't have blacked out rims. So, got the number 7 on there, whatever that figure is supposed to be. You got the black rims. I think these are rubber tires. Yep, a little paint mark on them. Here is the bottom upside down. Let's fix that. GTR. Top. Looks like we have imperfection there. Rear end really well detailed. It's got the license plate and all these markings in the back here. I wonder this was like 20 bucks. Very cool. Same thing with the front, very well detailed with the grille and the headlights and the marker lights and the ground effects on here, spoiler. Wow, that's really cool. All right, so that's that one. Next, we're going to do the Jetta, Jesse's Jetta. I don't remember who drove the yellow car, sorry, but I remember this guy was Jesse because he was a bit of an F-up, and I actually met the real actor. Real actor, pretty cool guy. From the first movie here. So here we go, UPC. Most of you probably have these, seen these already, featured on others. I get it, but this is the first time I've had them. So again, all these others were in the Hot Fast and Furious movies somewhere, but first team, first set of Fast and Furious that actually kind of meant something, right? The first movie, the OG, is always usually the best. I've seen so far only up to 5. I haven't seen the rest of them yet. Most of them are cool. I think the first 3 are my favorite. After that, you know, not exactly my cup of tea. Gets a little corny for me, but I'll watch them all because I watch the others. So here we go. We got the 95 Volkswagen Jetta. I believe it's a 95. Got that figure up there on a rocket. The side effects, you got plastic tires on this one. Have the street racer markings here of the sponsors when they're racing. Detailed front, marker, headlights. Well, maybe not the marker lights, headlights, grill. The VW here. And rear end, no license plate on this one. It's a Jetta VW and the same thing. Okay. And that really does it for this model. Dropping them again. Upside down again. T07, I guess that was the week it was made, back in 2018 or whenever. Go back to the video book. Yeah, the last one. I don't think many of you are going to care too much about these. NASCAR Authentics. Part of Stewart Haas Racing, back when my favorite racer, Tony Stewart, was going. So I bought his whole team. Stewart Haas, she was part of it. Came from the IndyCar circuit and then went to NASCAR, and that was her vehicle. So opinions abound on her driving skills and abilities and whatnot. Not going to get into any of that. We're here just showing the cars. Pretty bright colored, so you can definitely see it going down the track, right? These NASCAR Authentics, if you're into NASCAR or some of the NASCAR, some of them plastic wheels, some of them rubber wheels. They have their own their very own chases and premium models and stuff like that. This is all pretty basic. Bottom plastic, top die cast, interior plastic, of course. Got the little safety netting right there, and all the markings on the tires and on the car itself. Well, that's going to conclude this edition, folks. I have another emergency vehicle set coming on Saturday, I believe, and I have a whole bunch for a new edition emergency style. So stay in with me. I'm also going to be introducing a part of the channel. There's going to be a video playlist of my girlfriend and her collection, which is kind of cool. She has this Dia de los Muertos collection of vehicles, and there's a whole bunch more out there to find. So I'm helping her collect that and add more to her collection. So you're going to see some of those that are going to be incorporated, but of course I am staying with the true everything of this channel, which is the true heart of this channel, emergency vehicles. Until next time, folks, have yourself a fantastic day and night. Stay safe. Forgot Bumblebee in here. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.